up, thinking these women excite me. Give it up, wishing y'all can pass me. Run it up, stepping, I'm moving out.
And it's stupid me, I went to play basketball one night with some buddies, and then I tried dunking on it. And then when I tried dunking on it, I re-aggravated it.
I gotta be careful, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
Doctor said don't do that. All right, man, we back here at USC. We're putting in the work again. What Andy just told me just now, he said we're gonna do some rehabilitation work on my shoulder. Andy is very knowledgeable on what he wants to do with his athletes, so I put my full trust in him on that. So yeah, let's get to work today.
I was made aware from Nelly that a slight aggravation of the shoulder, so just a slight modification to the program. That's what strength and conditioning coaches, that's their real job right there, is to be able to really modify and adjust to the athlete themselves. There's just gonna be days that the athletes come in, something's either hurting or it could be as simple as more of a motivational factor where they're just not feeling it for the day. So it's really our job to make sure that we can modify and adjust to keep it going. We wanna make sure that the athlete keeps at least 1% better every single day that they enter the session. I do have a resistance band right here. We're just gonna do a primer. So I like you to go palms up, grab the band, making sure your elbows are tucked in right here. From position, I want you to pretty much do what we call a pull apart. So keeping the elbows tucked in, you're gonna rotate out and squeeze the subscapular, squeeze the shoulder blades. I want you to go 10 repetitions right away, immediately into another 10 repetitions right here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're first gonna start off with a primer or potentiator. We're gonna make sure that his subscaps, his shoulder blades, are nice and activated and warm with band pull aparts with a very light band. We're gonna go 10 repetitions right there. Immediately, we're gonna go superset right into that earthquake bar, the bamboo bar, into an overhead press. Really just focusing on stabilizing and upper body stabilization endurance, just to really address that whole issue with aggravation within his rotator cuff, but keeping it performance-based. How's it feel though?
It was all right.
Any aggravation during that movement, or is this more?
No, there was a little bit of discomfort, but I just think because I'm not warm. Usually when I'm warm, I don't feel it. Like once I get a sweat going, like the shoulders warmed up, I don't really feel it. It's just a little stiff right now, just because it's not warmed up.
Gotta stop dumping on me.
That's what the people want to see, man. That's what the people want to see. I know that's bad, man. No, I have a lot of good supporters out there, man. They really tell me like, hey, yo, you really gotta rest, take care of the shoulder. We don't want to see you like hurt in the long run, So no, I really appreciate everybody for saying that. It just sucks, it's like torn, because you want to rest, you want to take care of your body, but then you also want to, keep grinding.
Funny thing is, I had a rotator cuff tear too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that. So I just rehabbed it myself.
What'd you do, or how'd you injure it?
Kickboxing.
Kickboxing?
Yeah, I just literally tore it as I was.
When you go like that?
Yeah, it just completely came out.
That's how powerful his punches are, guys. Don't get Andy mad, all right? Don't get on Andy's bad side, all right?
That was a long time ago, man.
Good work. Good work. What a good start, man. Shoulders a week, man. Shoulders a week. I normally don't do a lot of shoulder work, so every time we do shoulder exercises, your boy always struggles.
Next, this is a great opportunity to showcase a new piece of equipment to Nelly. It is the Hydro Ball. It is a spear-like ball filled with 8 pounds of water. With this Hydro Ball, we're gonna just go into wood choppers in a kneeling position, just really taking away the lower body and just really isolating the core, hip structure, and also the shoulders, going through a range of motion, adduction, abduction of the shoulder with the water inside the ball. Once again, just like the water tank that was introduced in another prior training session, it's all about volatility. It's all about just introducing a chaotic environment to that shoulder to allow it to continually work in a stabilizing and endurance manner. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, right?
I feel like my shoulder's gonna fall off.
In a good way, right?
In a good way, in a good way. That was a lot harder than I thought. That's crazy. You said it's 8 pounds?
8 pounds of ball.
Yeah, that chaotic variable, a bit wishy-washing around. It's crazy. You would think it's easy. A lot of efforts were put into those swings, man. No, it felt good though. It felt good. At first I thought I was gonna be worried for my shoulder, but as I did it, I was like, it felt good, it felt good.
And the motion, the whole action of it should actually help with the stabilize, the rotator cuff. It's really just engage the rotator cuff to allow it to engage and stabilize the shoulder. So it shouldn't feel worse. If anything, it should feel better as you
No, it did feel better as I went, yeah. That's why that was really good.
Finally, we go right into something a little more ballistic and dynamic, just to make sure that we have transferability into the whole sport of basketball. So right here I have a 1 pound ball. It's mostly utilized for Pilates because of the soft texture of it, but it's really ideal for allowing it to be thrown, and it's so light it doesn't allow any sort of margin of error to occur, or we could re-aggravate that shoulder dramatically. So same thing, we're gonna go right into a kneeling position, and what I have Nelly here doing is that he's gonna grasp that ball, that 1 pound ball, and just really perform that wood chopper motion, but we're gonna release the ball, so we're gonna really get that full range of motion of that shoulder, a little more ballistic and dynamic by nature, because within the court, that's what we're gonna be seeing with that upper extremity, a lot of whipping motions.
This is what scares me right here.
Go easy at first, then as you feel comfortable, kind of go into higher swings. How'd that feel there?
Just discomfort. It wasn't like hurting bad, but I felt something, you know.
Just we can't just stabilize, because by the end of the day, Nelly's an athlete. He's gonna be introduced back into the court. He's gonna be dealing with the basketball with other players and him fleeing that arm at higher velocity. So that shoulder needs to be able to stabilize and also acclimate to that stressor. So we need to introduce that stressor once again in a microdosage type of way.
There's like a discomfort once I get all the way back there.
Once we get right here, right?
Yeah, or like once I throw.
Is it still pumping? Once you're right here, is it pumping?
It's not like more so a pop, it's more so, it feels like a shift.
Something shifts as you get back there.
Yeah, something like, kind of just like moves, but I feel it. Because obviously it's not a pop. Pop would just be like really fast and hard, real fast.
You feel traction?
Yeah, it's probably,
yeah. That's just like, I don't need you to go super fast with that injured shoulder. We still need to introduce velocity stress. Just this hand going at a certain speed,
right.
It needs to be able to stabilize.
Just gradually get better with it, yeah.
You don't need to go super fast.
That last set, it felt, even though I didn't throw it that hard, I did feel some type of, strenuous feeling. But yeah, it was, like I said, it's not hurting, but there is some sort of discomfort. Yeah, but I think it's just about building it, you know.
A little bit. I mean, as long as we can manage the pain from anywhere between like a 1 to 4, 5, as long as we're not hitting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in pain management,
it's okay.
Yes, because no matter what, we're dealing with an injury. So with an injury, there's going to be obviously stimulation responses to the brain, like, hey, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yeah.
You can't avoid that. The whole body is designed to handle stress, but with an injury, we need to microdose stress again to allow it to rehandle all that stress that's going to be reintroduced to you as a player. So we want to make sure we got it.
All right, sounds good, sounds good. We're just working back to getting even stronger and more better, Nelly. All right, feeling good.
Shoulder?
Same old. Nothing severe though. No pain.
Around how much are you weighing in?
I'm at 145 now. Yeah, so since I got back, I lost a few pounds. I like to be around the 150, 155 range though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but since I Huh?
You gotta start eating.
Gotta start eating, yeah. I actually been cutting carbs, you know, because I don't do as much cardio now, you know, I don't play as much, so I cut out a lot of carbs, so I don't like, you know, kind of get fat.
With the weight training that you're doing, I would suggest a little bit of carbs.
Right.
So you're gonna gain that weight.
No, it's not like I cut all carbs out, I just eat like very little. Yeah, but
let's warm it up, man.
I do eat it on workout days though.
Perfect. Let's go 5 repetitions of some regular deadlift, just nice and relaxed.
Okay.
All right, so we have the first exercise here. We went into trap bar jumps today. So we're still assessing it through the gym-aware device, tracking velocity speeds with the respective weight.
My groin kind of felt kind of funny, you know, from the box jumps with H last time till now. I don't know if I'm about to pull something that day, but kind of have to see how it goes. I'm having a little trouble like landing with the bar because I'm not sure. You know, just like Andy said, he said not to come down and try to brace the landing with the weights. He said drop the weights as you land. Kind of not used to doing that.
I like this weight right here. What I'd like you to do, we're gonna go into 3 jumps right here. I have 15 pounds and total 30 pounds right there. That's about 20% of your body weight. I want you to go into 3 jumps right here, grab the dumbbells, and I want you to go into 3 high jumps also. So significantly lighter, still a little bit of resistance, but I like you to rebound and jump right into 3 high jumps. So 3 plus 3, rest 2 minutes. We're gonna go into 4 sets right here.
I already know that's gonna be tough.
Once we have accomplished the respective speed that I like to have for Nelly to jump with the weight, we immediately go right into 3 repetitions into just a dumbbell jump. The dumbbells are weighted at 20% of Nelly's weight, keeping it light, but still some resistance for some stimulation right there. So 3 reps right into a trap bar jump at respective speeds and velocities, immediately supersetted right into 3 dumbbell jumps at 20% addition to body weight of Nelly.
Ash just got in my eye. Yeah, y'all don't know. Another fire is going on around LA right now. Hope it's not a gender reveal this time.
Now I'm going to progress into what's known as shock method. This is more for development in just really conditioning and stiffening the tendon to be an allowance of a high output for a jump to occur. Okay. So obviously we're trying to go into a dunking position, so we want to make sure that we can actually condition the tendon to be able to have that high output for a high jump right here. Stay relatively stiff within your knees and your hips. I want you to drop down. When you drop down, don't fully absorb the shock of the landing. I just need you to partially absorb it, and from that partial absorption, go right into a high jump. Next, we go right into the shock method, or more commonly known mainstream-wise as deft drops into a deft jump. Just dropping off a designated height. Upon landing, there should be a response within the muscle tendon unit to be able to reflexively generate more power. So we're really just focusing objectively on power output. This is why we're just really just going right into a deft drop, deft jump. We're not putting any more additional movements right there. Long rest periods. 5 repetitions, 4 sets total.
So like when I dunk and jump really high, like my landing is very like not stable. So that's how I got hurt. That's how I injured this knee in January. Because I jumped really high and then I landed awkwardly on one foot. And then I was like unbalanced, so it pushed all my weight into my kneecap. And like I messed it up really bad.
That's the chaotic nature of the game. And it's just an aspect where we need to reintroduce that chaotic nature. And once again, as I said, like in micro dosaging elements, and your tendon also tissue will get reconditioned for that. And the margin of injury just reduces.
Try to get some good jumps on all of them. I think I got like 3 or 5. I think that's pretty high. But you know, really try to maximize every jump. Definitely gonna feel the legs tomorrow and the day after and the following day. Maybe for the rest of the week.
We're just really going to work on the eccentric portion of the descent into the squat, but still working on jumping mechanics. I have here a 6-pound ball, nothing too heavy. We're squatting down and accelerating with the ball and releasing the ball on impact. So we're gonna have literally a type of overspeed effect that's gonna go into the legs when you right into the descent. Once you release the ball into the slam, you'll go into an accelerated ascension right into a jump. I want you to go 5 of those. So once again, I am looking for a hard slam. Just be careful with the face with the rebound of this ball. Final component right there, I'm using a medicine ball, 6 pounds, relatively light. We don't want to have anything too heavy to kind of mess with the whole signaling of the body. We're trying to slam that medicine ball within that eccentric motion of slamming the medicine ball. Now he's going into that squat. Once we slam squat, we're gonna release that ball, and from that overloaded eccentric motion, we're gonna go right into an accelerated concentric right into that jump.
It's a lot of core, man. There's a lot of core. Jumping requires a lot of core. It's not just your legs, it's everything, you know, upper body strength, core, obviously, you know, lower body strength. You know, with Andy knows what he's doing, man. He got me working on everything, and you know, I just can't wait to see the end result. You don't feel super tired when you're doing it. It's always afterwards. It just drains like all the energy in your body. I know when I get home later, I'm just gonna have to like take a nap and just kind of rest and recover. And then tomorrow, woo, legs gonna be jiggly. Yeah, stay tuned for the next episode, because you know, Andy's gonna bring out, you know, his machine where we're gonna test out my vertical to see, you know, how far I've progressed and see, you know, how much more do I need to get to where I need to be. So it's gonna be some very exciting stuff, so make sure to stay tuned, man.
Nice beat, give it up, thinking these women excite me. Give it up, wishing y'all can pass me. Run it up, stepping, I'm moving at high speed. Yeah.